Rockabye baby on the treetop. I ran out of UBs, so this series got the chop. I brought back some hope when I made some more, so gather my friends for episode 4. That's right, we're doing another sequel video. This has got to be my longest running series, and if I just keep making Ultra Beasts, then it may never end. I might have to change my name to Ultra Fakemon. Actually, that's a really good channel name. If anyone makes that channel, let me know so I can subscribe. Just like how you should subscribe to this channel. Anyways, you know the drill. I have 3 Ultra Beasts, in this case, Fakemon ones from my video last year, and I'm going to make baby forms for them. So let's do it. If you haven't seen my video making new Ultra Beasts, let me just quickly introduce you to them. We have UB Vision, known as Clarinot, UB Tendril, known as Trologulus, and UB Adore, known as Luxemore. For Clarinot's child, I think it's very appropriate to just make a Cyclops. Instead of having the main eye be reminiscent of the one from the base form, I'm just going to pick one of the many smaller eyes to base this design around. It's teetering on being a form of unknown, like I could see this either being a regional variant or a past paradox form, although I will not be giving it a letter design or punctuation or number. Wait, they don't actually have number unknown. Oh, I should make that for a future video. But anyways, its only similarity is the big ol' looker plonked in the center there. After drawing in the main body, I decided to give it arms because it looked a bit weird not having any. It sort of looks like a dream catcher, which is kinda cute. Once all of that was drawn in and I finalized the design, I shifted some of the elements around to give the whole design just a much better balance. The colors are all very predictable, they are the exact same as Clarinot's. I did forego having any bright green parts since there isn't any grass on the design, rather the arms extend out into a grass/leaf-like style. Well, that was pretty quick. Now we're going to do a baby form for Trologulus. Fun fact, this Fakemon has a different name originally, but I couldn't pronounce it when it came time to record, so I had to simplify it. I know that it would have made sense at the time, but to this day, I still have no idea how to say it. I don't even remember how to spell it. I don't even think I've got a record of it anywhere, but it definitely had a different name and I definitely didn't know how to say it. Kypha moment. This design is again very simple. It's just going to be a more condensed version of the base form. The primary part of the design that was important to carry on were the triangles. It has triangle eyes, triangle fins, and a point tail tip. It's very, angled. I was thinking of giving it a claw, but that idea lasted 2 seconds. Instead of giving it some crazy pointy multiple knives looking spine, I thought it would be kinda cute to give it butterfly wings. It is an aquatic creature that lives in impossibly cold environments, so I think having those wings can be a very minor parallel to butterfly fish and snow angels, if we really stretch it. The colors again are the same as Trologulus, but they're just arranged in a completely different way. The primary color is the darker aqua, whilst the accents are the more icy blue tones. The midtones are then used for the eye color. Now it is time for the child of Luxemore. This Fakemon is hilarious because I somehow forgot that stat limits were a thing and I gave it impossibly high base stats. I'm not gonna lie, trying to make every stat a prime number that then totals into another prime number was a very, very difficult challenge, but I really did enjoy the math, so I guess I can't complain too much. Honestly, I wasn't really 100% on what I wanted this baby form to be. I started off with varying snails because the base form is based on a snail, so it kind of just made the most sense to me. But then I was thinking, why does it need to be a snail so bad? These are Ultra Beasts, they don't follow the same rules as our world. It's okay to make them just a little weird. So I started thinking about other swirly things that resemble snail shells, and I landed on this idea, a cochlea. How funny would it be to make a Fakemon based on the snail in your ear? Don't worry, it's not a real snail that we know of. Once I had this concept, away I went. I had a second, third, and fourth wind all at once. I was drawing up a storm. It's funny because you can really tell how enthusiastic I am while drawing this, like I'm trying everything. I was gonna have its antennae do the same thing that Luxemore's are doing, but then it was just getting cluttered, so I pivoted and went went down a different road. I settled on this design where it doesn't really have a face, rather just a muscle that smacks down opponents, I guess. It looked really cool, but then I decided since the inner ear has a bit more complexity going on, I could get away with doubling up on my design here to make it just look a little more complete. As expected, the colors are the exact same as Luxemore, not a whole lot different going on here. Okie dokie, should we take a look at our 4th round of Ultra Beast babies? Original edition? I think so. Firstly, we have our dear friend UB Eyeball, also known as Vinops. It is the looking Pokemon and a pure psychic type. Also, all of these Pokemon have the Beast Boost ability. It evolves into Clarinet when it defeats 25 other Vinops. A highly competitive Pokemon that will fight its own species. After each victory, it keeps the loser's eye as a trophy. One of the Ultra Beasts. It is capable of seeing the entire spectrum of light, but this ability tends to disorient it. Next up, we have UB Still, otherwise known as Cloynt, the Flutter Pokemon, and a pure Ice type. It evolves into Trologuilus when Beast Boost is activated 10 times. Its body is very cold, and when it is born, the water around it freezes. It needs to be thawed in order to begin moving and growing. I wrote into order, typo, just deal with it. An Ultra Beast that is frozen as soon as it's born. Movement makes its body colder, which triggers its evolution. And finally, the brilliant UB Swirl, which is properly known as Ordara, the abstract Pokemon, and a pure fairy type. It evolves into Luxemore starting at level 45. It begins its life completely encased in its shell. When its tentacles grow long enough, this Ultra Beast will evolve. One of the many Ultra Beasts. Ordara secretes a special saliva that it uses to coat its shell so that it doesn't get dirty. Gross. Alas, another round of baby Ultra Beasts have been created. Now I truly don't know when the next episode in this series will be, whether we get real UBs in the future that I can babyfy, or I just make some more of my own. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every single Fakemon Friday or Saturday if you live on Mirage Island just like me, or Sunday if I'm late. And an ultra shout out to our channel members. Thank you all so much for your support. If you would like your name on the big screen, all you gotta do is click the join button below and give me $1 a month. Wait, hold on. Does someone turn the lights out? Ultra Necrozma.